The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
What's up, Octo family? Today we're going to take a look at a Sunday market prep. That way you, I, and everyone else on the Octo Nation is ready, at least a little bit more ready for tomorrow. So I compiled as much information as I could. We're going to dive right on in. First of all, I think some green SPACs and other green plays are going to get a slight boost because of the RMG non-definitive LOI that happened with the Romeo Electronic Batteries. Remember that from Friday? Did you guys see that video? Was that Friday or Thursday? That always kind of happens, right? You know, even the corresponding stuff like with electronic chargers, right? When SBE came out and Switchback Energy came out and announced, guess what? All the other electronic vehicle charger stuff went up. For Battery Day, all the other battery stuff went up, even though they weren't even announced or talked about from Tesla. It just kind of happens that way. So just be on the lookout for SOAC and possibly Sniper. We haven't talked about that. SNPR. Can you guys tell me about that? Do you already know about it? Still haven't even done a video on it yet. I'm at time. How about NGA? Remember that video? Have you seen that? I think you could get a little run. I think it is time for it. Northern Genesis acquisition. Here's the deal with that one too, is they might split their units next week. They still haven't announced exactly when, but their date is up, I believe, Thursday or Friday for the 52 days. So if you want to do a quick warrant arbitrage play, that'd be a good one because they come with a half warrant. If you haven't seen my video on it, go check it out. Got to get those splits. It is a green ESG. I talk about that a lot. If you don't know what that is, it's environmental, social, and corporate governance, which refers to the three central factors in measuring the sustainability and societal impact of an investment in a company or business. Let's call it green. ESG just means like a green play, all right? If you saw that video, you were hearing how I was saying maybe they're going to do like a CleanSpark play, like a microgrid, something like that, or they have a lot of ties with like some big windmill companies, guys who install windmills and take care of them and all that, so it could even go that play. So just be totally aware of that. Dragoneer, Growth Opportunities Corp should split next week too. In fact, it's kind of split, but you can't really buy the units. I mean the warrants or commons yet, but be on the lookout for it. Even when they come out with dates and say, oh, it's supposed to be Friday or whatnot, sometimes you still can't even buy it. You can call your broker, your other broker, whoever, and they're like, oh, we don't even see it in the system yet. I don't know. Call back tomorrow or something, or when you see something else. Sometimes you just got to keep reloading your screen and it finally pops. So if somebody hears about it, hit us up on Twitter or wherever else. All right, and let us know. So that way maybe we can jump on. Just be wary of this though, because Dragoneer is one of these units that has been over $12, which is absolutely crazy. You know, there's a handful of units that have been over $12 before they were even split, before any news, rumor news, or anything. This is one of them. So on these big ones I've been watching, when they do split, we've been seeing an institutional automatic run-up because somehow they've got some bot that just buys it the split second it comes out. And it can go to $2.50 or $3 or something. But then guess what happens? They usually take profit and boom, it just goes back down. So just be careful. I still wouldn't buy this thing right out the gate, never market order anything, but just watch it. You know, I'm not gonna jump on this thing at $2. I'm not gonna jump at $2.50 or $3.50. I don't care. $1.50 and it stabilizes there or something, I might think about it. If it continues to stabilize, even when the market has really bad down days, like let's say like Jaws or something, that's a good one to talk about. That even when crazy stuff happens, that still only gets to like $1.84 or something. You know, so that's something to watch. Not all warrants are going to be sitting at 50 cents for a long time. It's just not going to happen, especially nowadays. So just don't overbuy this thing. You know, I just wouldn't. Can it end up being something great? And a $3.50 warrant is actually cheap 6 months from now? Yeah, but manage your own risk on that one. CCX, but you guys don't know this. Remember the Churchill Capital guys, right? They're kind of been iffy lately. They've got a great past track record of providing good SPACs and targets and all that, but a couple months ago they came out. They didn't come out, but like Reuters and Bloomberg came up with two separate articles saying that Topgolf was looking to go on the market with CCX. I've been telling you it's kind of shaky because they're taking a long time. That usually means something is going on. Well, what happened on Friday, like afternoon? Skillsoft, an emerging company. It's like it's a business that like helps businesses train employees. And then there's like another company. It's like Knowledge something. So Skillsoft and Knowledge Management, they're going to take those two and like merge them into one, and then bring those to the stock market through CCX. Again, this is not official. There's no SEC filing or nothing, but this was like a Reuters article or Bloomberg article that came out and said they're actually now in the talks with Skillsoft and Knowledge or whatever it's called. Those are all business and business training platforms and all that. Right away, I was like, no, thank you. So, could they still go on Topgolf? Yeah, but if they took that long, to like almost 2 months now, it's only been like a month. I don't know, I might just be impatient. Let me know. But I think it's been about 2 months since the Topgolf rumor was out. If it still hasn't came out, and then we get this other one saying that it's probably not going to work out, it's probably going to be these other guys. I don't know. I'm just sitting in the comments right now. I think they're sitting about like 1045 or something, like 1050. You're still probably safe. I mean, still any announcement, you'll probably get an initial little pop off of it. But I don't know if I would be jumping in right now, especially after this next one. It's just, I don't think it will do much. Topgolf, I think, could have gone somewhere, but a business that helps businesses train employees, even in a good market, like even if this whole thing didn't happen in March, that's not something I'd want to put my money in. It's just not. So let's take a look at what it said. Skillsoft are in the talks to merge simultaneously to go public with Michael Klein's Churchill Capital II, according to people with knowledge of the matter. Probably Michael Klein's secretary or something. Global Knowledge, that's one of the ones. Their lenders have been informed about a potential combination, said some of the people who requested an anomaly because the talks are private. Company backed by our own group provides training for International Business Machines Corp, Cisco Systems, and Microsoft. Okay, so that's cool, I guess. They train like big, huge companies. So that's got some branding to it. The other tech giants, according to its website, as with any deal that hasn't been finalized, box could collapse. Representatives for Global Knowledge, Skillsoft, and Roan declined to comment, of course. Carolina-based Global Knowledge and Nashua, New Hampshire-based Skillsoft have faced financial distress in recent months. I forgot about that. That's not good, right? Of course they have. Global Knowledge's first lien loan due in 2021 is trending at above 55 cents on the dollar, Bloomberg data shows, while Skillsoft filed for bankruptcy in June. Citing a decline in customers. Imagine that. Businesses. Skillsoft's restructuring plan cut its debt around $1.5 billion and left with $50 billion of the liquidity. Lenders took control of Skillsoft through the court-supervised process, exchanging their holdings for the company's reorganized equity. The company previous equity holders, including majority owner Charterhouse Capital Partners, didn't recover anything of the plan, so they're going to try to restructure it. Interesting party. You know, again, they were going to merge with Topgolf. What do you guys think? Am I missing something, or is that just no? Is that just a hard pass? I think so. But regardless, what were we talking about before? CCIV, another Churchill SPAC that is out and is newer. It's the one above it. The new Churchill could get a pop from this regardless. Good thing about this one is sitting below NAV. It's super cheap, is what I've been talking about. I think it's at like $9.89 or something. And we have been talking about that for a couple weeks. Are y'all in that one yet? I don't know. You know, if this one does announce CCX and it is these guys that totally tanks, I don't think CCIV could really go much lower, but maybe maybe go to like 1050 or something. Regardless, I don't know. I might keep my position here because I think no matter what, it's going to end up above it at some point. But do I want to sit at something that might go down even another 10 cents, like 970 and rot for 6 months or a year? I don't know, man. I wish they would have picked Topgolf no matter what. Even if the deal was totally bad, and they were like basing their projections like everyone else for the next 5 or 10 or 20 years. I'm like, no, we're worth like 20 billion. We swear. Just pretend like March didn't happen, okay? Sign here. I would have rather than just did that and did a bad deal. Why? Because even bad deals do very, very well. Bad deals. Some of the best deals out there go nowhere because it's not about finances anymore. Someone prove me wrong. How about Fuse W? Fuse, in my video 1,000 times, watch it. You know, we got in. Y'all been in the channel for months, couple months, 3 months. You might have got in with me about 55 cents. We're down to $1.15. $1.15, like, that's too high. Well, wait till it's 2. When you really wish you would have got in about $1.15, just watch it, all right? But if you want, the commons are still sitting basically at the floor, so you can go that route too. Still super safe. Safer than these because these have been low at 55. Keep that in mind. APSGU. Y'all heard of SPAC, Spartans? If you've been watching my channel since the beginning, you definitely have. Remember the Spartans? Apollo, that's his baby brother. His baby brother just came out on Friday. You can get his baby brother units right now, which come with partial warrants. Little tips in there for like $9.99. Low price. Just one payment at $9.99. It's a pretty good deal. SPAC record for bringing Fisker to the market. Just wait. Think this one might go higher? We'll see how it couldn't. How about VGAC? VGAC, the U unit. This is Virgins. Virgins do SPAC. It's on sale right now for $9.99. How amazing is that? You don't even have to pay broker fees anymore. You think this one's gonna go somewhere? Yeah. Just wait. How about GIX, my spaceship? Is that gonna go to infinity and beyond? I think so. Why else would they spend X amount of dollars to bring on like the world's best renowned space people worldwide? Why would they bring them on if they're not doing something about space? That's what I think. Regardless, you can still get these commons super cheap, 10.50-ish. I don't know, somewhere around there. The warrants are only like $1.09 or something like that. Got more risk, but easier to multiply. Only you can figure out which one to buy. How about New Hold, the Henny 2.0, the warrants already up 25% since we started talking about it a couple weeks ago. Still only at 85 cents though. So you could easily still 2x that, I'm sure. Or you can get the commons. Those are on sale for $9.93. Can you beat that? I don't think so. You haven't seen my video on that? Check it out. How about QELLU, Green Mobility Sector, ex-director of Proterra on board. Those are on sale for $10.20. This is one of those ones that the units might end up going up a little bit more. They might. They could go back. They could go all the way down 10, but you don't know. Still though, for a unit, you know, I think he's come with a third. It's all right. You know, it's green sector, green mobility sector. You know, even if it's something fun like a green skateboard company or something, I don't know. That'd be cool. What do you think? We got to talk about it. So Trump hit the hospital. Prayers go out. Hope he's okay. Regardless, I think he is. He's been tweeting saying, "Hey, this ain't nothing. I got this. We're gonna be good." Him and his wife and all sorts of other random, you know, politician-y people have been now announcing they have it. Good. I think a lot of it just needs to get out of the way. You know, I think it will be healthy for this to happen in the macro picture. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna be okay because most people are okay with it. Regardless, the market got shaky at the end of the day when that was announced. During the power hour, we usually have a little pump, but it kind of went the other way. Not much though, but he continues to be fine. So I think we're gonna get a rally. Why? Because I think he's gonna come out and be like, "That was nothing. That was it. That was it. That's it. We're opening up America fully." I don't know. I think we're going to get pumped next week because of it. It's a double-edged sword. It's bad he got it, but we all know if and when he does come out, Melina claim it's all good, and it ain't no big deal. It'll be fine. Supposedly he got on oxygen at the White House. Probably helps with the breathing. I haven't read anything he's taken or whatever, but we'll just leave it at that. How about HYMC? The W, the warrants, still insanely low. If you want to get into a gold and silver play behemoth, this might be a good way to multiply some of your dough. I am working on 5-minute stock info videos. The biggest complaints I get about this channel is they're too long. The videos are too long. I swear I try to make every video like 10 to 15 minutes. A lot of times they go way longer than that. I think one of the big problems too is I'll try to do like market prep videos in conjunction with like a video on a specific stock. So I'm gonna try to just divide those up. You know, it's more work. I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to do it, but I think if I can try to get myself to at least get the like hard facts out for 5-minute videos, I think it might help, and then I can do these separate just stock analysis videos. What do you think of that? Do you think that'll be good for the channel? Or do you think I should just keep just doing these big ones where I go over the charts at the end and forget it? How about podcasts? What do you think? Are podcasts just going away? Do people even use them anymore? I personally have always used YouTube as a podcast. If I want to learn something or hear about a book or someone's opinion on something or whatever, I don't sit there and watch it. I just like have it on my phone and just sitting there playing and I'm listening. It's like an audio book. Is that what everyone else does? Because everyone has 5G now and data's cheaper? I don't know. Or does everyone just actually use the podcast? Because I'll do the podcast if people are going to get on it, but I don't want to do them if that's not the case. Because the deal is, I've calculated out, I think I'll be able to do probably 1 or 2 less videos a week if I also do the podcast. And it might seem easy to just take like the audio, rip it out, and then like put it over here and do this and this all takes time. It just does. So what do you think? Do you think it's worth it, or should I just stay on YouTube for now and maybe later on I can hire someone to do that or something like that? What do you think? Let me know. King Hippo wrote me and said, "Hey, what do you think about IPOC? It's Chamath's current SPAC that has not announced yet, merging with Sports Trader. The size fits Chamath in Switzerland recently. All right. Technology sector checks all the boxes. Yeah. What do you think? Sport Radar. Not Trader. Sport Radar. Sport Radar. I actually did a video on that. Did you guys see that like 2 months ago of companies that could take Sport Radar? I don't know. I think that would totally fit. I think that'd be good. I think anything slightly cool whatsoever is going to be better than the last one he announced for mortgages and stuff. Middleman for mortgage companies. Come on, yeah, we want spaceships, and sports is way cooler than mortgages. Yeah, I think that'd do well. I think it'd do better than the mortgage thing for sure. What do you guys think? I think that's a good thought. We need to look at some charts. Let's look at some charts. How about SPY? So some people are calling out this kind of looks like a reverse head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head and shoulders. It kind of does. This shoulder technically should have been up, maybe a little bit higher up to match this board if we were to throw it on top. But kind of got like a leaned one. Sideways for reverse head and shoulders. What does this mean? So if we're sitting like right here at this cup, if the next couple days we can go above this, which is let's call it 339, that could put us into a very amazing place of a bull run. Why? Because guess what else is there? The previous all-time highs. See this big old horizontal thick one I put in there? Look at this. Here's the previous all-time highs right before March. Look how that lines up. So this would line up perfectly with that reverse head and shoulders. So you have 2 major things going for that. I think that is something to watch. The other one to watch is this one here. support, resistance, gap. So what is this line? This line is at 332. So what am I saying? We need to stay above 332. We might try to still trade in this channel, 332 to 339. But if we break to 339, we will be in bull. The good thing about what has happened lately is we have refilled all these gaps. Gap here, gap behind for all-time highs. Refilled that. So we already refilled. Did we? No, we didn't refill this gap down here at 318. So we could still try to refill that. We still have this 30-ish degree line that we drew in around 315. So at some point we probably will, definitely sometime hit that. But in the meantime, I think if Trump comes out the next couple days, says he's all good, this thing ain't nothing, I think we get above the all-time highs again, and then we're gonna at least be bulling until we probably get close to the real previous all-time highs after March, which would be at the 360, 355-ish. So watch those lines. I think we all need to watch those lines and help me, because a lot of times I'm making a video and charts are going around and so let me know if you see something pop. Please let me know. The QQQ, it's kind of got the same thing. You got we're gonna grab the brush here. You kind of got this edge, shoulder again. Basically, it's looking the exact same. Okay, it needs to go up. It could go down to 272. We want this to get to probably 286. We're still way above previous all-time highs for QQQ though, 237. But kind of the same thing. Let's watch it. Let me look at silver real quick. Where are we at for silver? So we had that nasty drip down, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I thought we'd pop harder back up. But of course not. The precious metals have been so hard to run, so hard to get to run this time around at least. Where we are sitting in this channel that we've got created right at 23.65. As long as we can stay above that, we should be fine. Above that, we need to get to $24.67. So as long as we can stay in that channel, watch it, let me know, because I might not have my eyeball on it. I haven't got two. If we can pop above this is going to be good. Let's take a look at DXY, the one that really tells us what's going to happen with it. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, so we still have this channel. We've definitely got the V bottom though. See what happened? Oops. See how this came down? We were surfing this channel forever coming down. We had its final V out, and now we are definitely in this channel riding back up. So this looks like, it could still definitely get closer to the bottom channel around 93.67. This does kind of tell me that the market could and should be on its way, believe it or not, on its way down. Now, most people are like, what? No way, man. I think so. I think that's what this means. Because all other countries, at least in the near future and right this second, are always going to want their dollars swapped with this one. And as you might have heard, a lot of countries have been getting rid of their stocks. Because China and all that, or whoever, they invest in the American S&P 500. The Swiss, they've been kind of pulling out a little bit. I think they're maybe trading for some US dollars. So what does that mean? Less US dollars out there. But we are printing, but people are also taking and converting, even though China can't technically do it. You think they have a way to do it? I think they might. I think they just might. The higher this goes, the worse it is for precious metals, silver, gold, all that. Just keep all that in mind. Just watch the dollar. Just watch. If you hear companies dumping more stocks, big China-owned companies, businesses start dumping stocks, pay attention to it. Let me know too if you hear any news about that. but it is kind of freaky, right? I mean, that's a straight V bottom. You cannot get more lucrative looking V bottom than that, I think. If this thing rolls over and breaks though, right? If we can actually get below 93.41 and start heading back down, at least for the short term, fantastic. Because then that'll take our gold and silver back up. And then we can have at least another 2xer on Hycroft mining, right? What do y'all think? Any other plays you want me to take a look at? Please give me your comments on the podcast thing and the 5-minute deal. Am I wasting my time or just combine them all together? If you haven't subscribed, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel. I actually have a Patreon now that we started up. It's actually doing real well. I'm sliding you guys the plays earlier than the rest so you guys can get in before the videos happen. I'm sliding you the videos if I can before the rest also. Also giving you some charts and some weird plays that still haven't really talked about too much, but if you wouldn't mind doing that, definitely helps out the channel. I'm sure you can get your money back. If you can't from that, I don't know. You should be able to, absolutely though. Y'all have a good rest of the day, and I'm gonna pump out one of these 5-minute ones and let me know what y'all think.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.